Well, bringing joy, inspiring, opening the eyes of students, well, through the Theater for Young Audiences at Ohio State, Lima. They've been doing that for years. And joining us today to tell us more about the special anniversary and what shows coming up, we have got like the founder of this program. We got Masha and Ignatieva, and thanks for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so we're celebrating the 25th anniversary.
Yes. Actually, 1 year, we skipped 1 year because of COVID.
Right.
So, but in 1995, we had our first show, and we had the first group of children bussed in. And from that point, we survived for 25 years. And in 25 years, we had over 50,000 children from the elementary schools in the area seeing our shows.
What was your thought? I mean, because theater needs to be exposed to everybody. So was your thought, you know, these young kids need to make sure that you get to show them a show and the costumes and the stage?
Yes, exactly. So that we have the live stories happening on stage, act out in professional, very professional stage design and costumes. And it's their first and sometimes only exposure to the live theater.
Yeah, and so I bet sometimes you probably just don't watch your actors on a stage, you watch the kids and their faces. I mean, what kind of joy and response do you get from them?
This is the fantastic experience for our students because the children respond to everything. So they scream when they see Rumpelstiltskin. They're definitely helping the actors to find the right and the wrong reason on stage, and they're very, very active and appreciative, and they recognize our students in the next year performances, and they're writing us letters. So we may have the exhibition next year with the Art Space Lima, showing the letters and the pictures that they send us in all these 25 years.
Oh, wow. That is so neat to touch so many lives in that 25 years. So do you have a favorite show that you've done over the years? I mean, can you pick one and say, yeah, that was a really good one, or they're just all so good?
It's a very interesting question. Thank you. So the first show was probably the most challenging one, The Little Prince. And we have our great alumni from this show. And that was a teenager, Sarah Cockerell, who played the Rose in the show. And now she's Sarah Chungson, and she's one of the leading kind of promoter of art and teaches at the Liberty Magnet.
Right, yeah, I know her. So isn't that neat how things come around like that?
Yes, so, and 26 years later, she's the one who is promoting theater.
Yeah, awesome. So have you had some of the kids who've been in the audience come to Ohio State and like, you know, oh, that's happened.
That happened, and also it was one of the reasons to attract the students early, at the early stages to the university, to the fact that we're here, to the fact that we're promoting education, and we have also theater bachelor now, and they can get their degrees here at the Ohio State Lima.
This is just a win-win from all sides, because you kind of mentioned it a little bit, but the students at Ohio State, I mean, they get a lot out of it, being able to do a show and to see the kids like that.
Yes, and that's usually their favorite part of the program, because there are no adults who are going to respond to the shows the way the children do.
Now, how do you pick the shows? Because you've had such a wide variety. Do you have to like comb through a lot of shows to say, yep, this will be a good one?
We have the variety of kind of faculty interests, and for example, the emeritus professor Joe Brandeski, he had specialization in Czech design and technology, and he had wonderful dramatization of the Czech fairy tales. Being a Russian, I had the dramatization of Russian fairy tales.
Sure.
Margie Anich, she has wonderful experience in musicals, and she brings musicals to the children. And so this year, since it was the anniversary year, I decided that what children know best and love best, the Cinderella story. But we have one little secret for everyone. It's not your typical Cinderella. And I found the play, which was very close to my heart, because since early ages when I read Cinderella, the only question I was asking, why don't you say no?
Right.
Why don't you stand up for yourself? Why do you keep tolerating this bullying? And that is exactly the play which shows very kind and very hard-working Cinderella, but also Cinderella who cannot say no.
And she stands up for herself in this one, huh?
And she stands up at the end
That's
for herself
awesome.
with the help of Tomcat, her friend, and with the help of fairy god someone. We're not going to say who this fairy god someone is.
Oh, awesome. So what a wonderful program. Thanks for sharing the history with us and knowing that Cinderella is coming up this year. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
All right, don't go away. New Edition continues in a moment.